All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. We have myself, MP, and he's right here. And we got DNA Slotcast. We got Sasha and Dahi in the house.
How you doing,
Hope
folks?
everyone's doing well.
Oh, we're great. Fantastic. How are you guys?
Very good.
Yeah, we're good. The slide is here. It's all good. Yeah.
Slide is here.
The slide.
We didn't even know the slide was going to be here, did we, Sash?
Yeah, a little
Surprise
surprise for Sasha. That's why. Hey Don, how are you? Thank you for being here. So we have
Actually,
Don in the house. Let's see, gotta move
Don.
this out of the way.
Howdy.
It's very big. Let me adjust that.
I'm gonna
Hey Don,
put
how
in
are
this
you?
and let's see what's
Glad
going
for you to
on.
be here. Thanks for being here. So, we're here to discuss the Carrera 2024 chassis. Chassis.
Come
chassis. This is what happened when we start talking scale auto. But anyways, before we get into it, let's see what everyone's initial thoughts are. I know you put out a video already on this. But let's talk about initial thoughts, disappointments, excitements about the catalog. So I'll let Sasha lead this one. Let's go, Sash.
All right, Sash.
So, hi, I'm Sasha, of course. But thank you for letting us join here to talk about the
Carrera Catalog.
Carrera Catalog.
Yeah.
And what are your thoughts on it?
It looks really cool. I'm just excited, and a lot of cars are gonna be great, I bet, because I love Carrera. Same as
Right.
you, Rose. You basically all your cars are Carrera.
No, you haven't even seen half his cars. You know, he's got so
Yeah.
many cars. He could build another slot car room from those boxes.
No, that's what you said.
No, it's true though.
No, it's not. What are you going on about?
Let's take all your boxes here. I'll build the fort.
Anyway, so let's go back to what is your favorite brand right now, Sasha?
I think it might be Revo Slot.
Revo slot. I think that's
choice.
been a natural progression over the last year. People have moved from other brands towards Revo slot because I've
Revo,
noticed that there's been a progression towards Revo slot over the last over 2023. Because if you ask people at the beginning of 2023 what was their favorite brand, I don't think Revo slot would have been top of mind.
Yeah, but towards the end of the year,
because the releases from RevoStop have been really fast towards the end of the year, and especially launching this year with the 510s coming out, the Porsche the Toyota GT1 coming out.
Yeah.
I think RevoStop has been top of mind, so it's pretty interesting that's happening.
I used to love Carrera because they had magnets because I didn't like falling off. But now I like the Revo Slot because sometimes you get a bit of a tail swing, and they're magless, which is the fun part.
Drifting.
She likes drifting. Yeah. She's a
Cool.
Tokyo drifter.
Very good. Very good. All right. What about you, Dahi?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited about some of the releases for sure in the catalog. I am pleased to see. I'm a big 917K fan, and I am pleased to see that they're putting out that 124 917K because I have quite a lot of them, so it's another one to add to the list. I'm really pleased to see the NASCARs. The Camaro NASCARs. I'm a big fan, as you know, Raul, of the ZL1LE in real life, and I think they're going to be a great addition, definitely. Stuff like the Ferrari, the Carrera Revel sponsored Ferrari livery is awesome. Another Iron Dames car coming into the mix.
We'll go through the catalog soon. So he's letting it all out of the bag. Oh no! Anyway, we'll go through the catalog. My question to you was, what is currently? What is your favorite brand? I think it's BRM. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say,
Yeah, I was thinking it's probably BRM.
Yeah, it's definitely BRM. I like, I love Revo slot as well. That's definitely in the 132nds. I'm more a 124 scale fan,
yeah,
and I really, really like the detail and the quality of what you're getting. And the finish is exceptionally good as well. We have just got a couple of cars in during the week there, and I was just blown away because they're so nice. And I just like the cars are fun to drive. Yes, they are on the pricey side, of course, when it comes to, but really for what you're getting, I think and the quality you're getting, they're great value.
yeah. What about you, Matt? What's your current favorite brand?
Current favorite? I have to agree with everyone else. Would be, I guess, Revo, more the BRMs now, thanks to Dahi getting me involved in that whole other segment of the slot cars.
Wasn't me. Wasn't Sasha.
But no, like I've had a more of an appreciation in general for 124, like yourself, of late. So now with the BRMs, like they're incredible. Look amazing. They're fun to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, for myself, I'm still a Carrera fanboy. As much as I collected the Revo slots, as much as I've increased my Revo slots collection by probably 10 cars over the last month, still, as soon as I got my Carrera 2023 last releases in, I was back on the Carrera bandwagon because they do GT3 cars, which is my favorite category of car, really well. And I mean, it's not the fastest car. It's not gonna dominate a track if you put it on. But on my track, with who I race with my friends, it's just a lot of fun. And you can bang them around. They're not like, for me, price point, being accessible, being easy to run. You don't have a lot of tuning on them, but getting them ready to run with my friends, that's what makes it like my favorite brand. And to answer your question, Sasha, I think I have probably about, it's just over halfway my collection between Carrera and the rest of the brands. So Carrera does dominate most of it, but about 50% of my collection is Carrera. But yeah, so it's good to know. I love all the other brands. Like, as you know, my favorite brand second to Carrera would be Scale Auto because of the LMP releases or the hypercar releases that are coming out this year, like the Peugeot, and they have so many really cool cars coming out this year.
There's a beautiful one there. You know that one that has it almost looks like test colors on the side of it. It's got several.
Yeah.
That's a beauty, that is.
Yeah, so definitely, like, Scale Auto will be a heavy choice this year as well. But yeah, but let's get into the Carrera stuff. Let's start off with. So I broke everything down into slides here. So we're going to start off with the new molds that are coming out first. So obviously we have the new Ferrari, the 296, and Massimo is excited. So yeah, let's talk about the new molds. Did you actually have a look at the video where they showcase them close up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that they made a new mold because the 488 was done to death. That's been out for a while.
Yeah.
There's so many different liveries of that. This mold looks great. You can see in the picture here. Like, I love. It looks very good, very aggressive. Again, Carrera always does a bang up job on their cars. They always, like you said, they look amazing. Not much tuning involved, but the cars all look phenomenal and they're fun to drive. So I'm really glad that they made this car. It looks awesome. And everyone's gonna keep talking about this all year. This Carrera livery one. I think it's gonna be the chef's kiss. Like, it's just such a beautiful looking car.
Yeah. What about you, Sash? What do you think of the liveries coming out? What do you think about this car?
Well, the car is really pretty, so I really want to get that.
Okay, so that's one on the list.
So which livery? Do you want all three or just the one?
What do you think?
If I had to pick one, I think it might be red. But I would love all, definitely.
What about you? You gonna pick all three? You gonna get all three?
When it comes to the Ferraris,
Are you getting them in both sizes, 124 and 132nd?
I'll probably get one 124 and then the three 130 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all three
four
and all of them.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have to ask you that.
So yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. New mold, new liveries. I normally pick up the initial run of every new mold and new livery. So super excited. I think the Rebel one, like you said, is going to be really nice. But the red one looks sweet too. I mean, the Ferrari red.
It's a red Ferrari.
You gotta have it. As you know, I've changed allegiances. I've become a Ferrari fan.
That's so everyone can see.
Is that Massimo's fault?
No, it's Lewis Hamilton's fault for leaving Mercedes and going to Ferrari. So I got the Ferrari flags. Yeah.
Welcome.
I think you should drape yourself in that flag, to be honest.
Not till next year. Not till 2025.
Let me open it for you.
No, please don't.
No, it's okay.
I'll open it in 2025.
No, I'm gonna open it out for you.
No, please don't. All right, so that's the first one. Then we get into my favorite. So the new GT, the 911R, I believe. New mold, very aggressive. I love that big air duct in the front. There's a lot of little aero on this car that's simply fantastic. And both liveries are pretty cool. So what's your take on it, Dai? And remember, this is coming
I'm a big,
right?
Yeah, I'm a huge Porsche fan. I do like this latest car. I think it's extremely aggressive looking. I like the canards there on the either side of the front bumper. It looks, if that comes up behind your rearview mirror, you're gonna get out of the way. It's an aggressive looking car. I'm a big fan of the front bonnet, as you said, Raul. Obviously, all functional as well, and the big rear wing, the rear bumper as well. Very, very nice indeed. Yeah, big fan. I think both those liveries are, again, probably going to end up in our stable, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah, the white one, I'm not too sure until I see it. That's the only one I have a few questions about.
I think it's gonna look good in person.
Yeah, because the picture is from a real car, so you can't really tell. But I think once I see it in reality, I think it's going to be an easy pickup. But the yellow and green, who doesn't like that?
Yeah.
So pretty cool. What are your thoughts, Sash?
Well, the yellow and green is really cool. I like both of the cars. They're just wow. They're really pretty and just.
You're a bit of a Porsche fan too, aren't you?
Yeah.
You prefer Ferrari though, I think, don't you?
Yeah.
Ferrari, Audi, there we go.
How did I know? All right. Well, moving on swiftly. Okay, so we gotta. This is an automatic buy. Obviously, this is the Carrera Go on the R8. I actually have that little R8 here. But Valentino Rossi is just as big for me as Lewis Hamilton.
He's the GOAT,
right?
So,
definitely a pickup for me. What did Harry call him, though? He called him the clown. Harry was not very flattering and Harry from Latvia was not very flattering about Valentino, but you know what, Harry?
His logo does look like it's all different. The doctor, it's written in all the different colors. It looks like a clown logo.
But the cars are going to look sweet, I think. The highlighter yellow is his favorite, that's his signature color. So, definitely picking both of these up. These are 124 cars.
And 130. No,
only 124. Now I do have the Valentino Rossi 132nd coming from SCX.
Okay.
I have the R8. I already pre-ordered it, so that's coming as well. So I believe the SCX is the only one to do the 132 right now. Let's see. There you go. Harry called him Krusty the Clown.
Krusty the Clown. Get out of here, Harry.
And
It's
argue
okay.
with the quality of
We-
his driving, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's okay, Harry. Harry
it's all good.
Harry's got amazing opinions, and if you guys haven't checked out Harry's channel, you guys should. He's releasing some really cool,
Oh, yeah.
very very down to earth kind of like content, which I really enjoy. So good on you, Harry.
He's a
yeah,
fellow
so-
Irishman, so you have to check it out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so definitely a pickup. What about you guys? You guys picking this up?
Yes.
Sasha loves, actually obsessed with
R8.
Audis. And,
Especially the R8.
yeah, I mean, I like the doctor. I think I'm into bikes as well as cars, you know. So for me, I've always enjoyed watching him racing, and it's I do like the liveries as well. And Sasha's I probably wouldn't pick up the Audi, but Sasha will insist on the Audi.
So he gets both of them. Even if he likes them, they're both mine.
I am a Beamer fan though, so I do like the M4. Even though we have some M4s already, I think we will probably end up picking up.
Yeah, so
the
let's talk
M4.
about that for a second, because I wanted to talk about this. It's at what point is having too many liveries of the same car? You know, at what point do you cross that threshold? Because right now, I'm collecting all the 911 RSRs from Carrera, so
Yeah.
it's a bunch of liveries, right? And I
Yeah.
don't even have them all. I think I'm missing one or two. And I was just looking at my Ferrari 488s, and I have 8 of liveries.
Yeah.
Right. And so, at what point does it become ridiculous?
I don't think like it. You're as a collector, it's like if there's a car you like, I
Yeah.
don't think there's really a limit. If you really like that car, that like with me with the 488s, I'm trying to collect them all as well. So it's like,
Yeah.
am I gonna drive half of them? Probably not. But it's more just like the thrill of finding one, collecting it. Now I have it. I don't know.
Probably 917s for us, and that. Like, I mean, we have quite a lot of 917s, way more than we need.
And I think we have at least all of them.
Well, I think we nearly do have all of them. Although Massimo, you have one that we don't have actually.
Which I
one?
want.
Yeah. Well, you have both. I think you have both versions of the 124 Golf. We don't have number 2 of the 124 Golf, whereas you do.
Okay.
We have the other version that they brought out of that. It has the slightly different front on it. So I don't know, Raul. It's a tough one to call. I mean,
Like,
How
okay,
many-
for instance, the BMW M4. Like, the Porsche 911 RSRs are fine because I'll pill them out and I'll run them.
Yeah.
But the
run
M4,
good, too.
I've been picking up M4s, and I normally say to myself, I'm not gonna pick up another livery but then you see the black and the gold and the green one from the last
it looks
release,
cool,
and I was
yeah.
like, I can't not pick up that livery. It just looks so cool, but it's never gonna run,
No, you just like the livery.
right? It's just like I like that
Which I'm
livery, but
surprised,
I
'cause you're not
don't
a
really.
BMW guy.
Don't really drive BMW M4s. I never
Yeah.
do. So I was like, and then I was looking at my wall and I was like, I have a lot of BMW M4s.
Yeah, you have a bunch
like
there,
I
yeah.
have a lot of them. I probably have more
Yeah.
BMW M4s than I have even the Ferrari 488s. And I was like,
John Richard says, "Get them all. Get them all."
yeah, exactly, like
Pokemon.
Pokemon,
Yeah, gotta catch them all.
right? And it's another one is the GTY. I have a lot of GTYs, and
Yeah, you have a lot of those too.
So it's interesting because Harry was making fun of people that collect multiple liveries. So I was thinking to myself, am I going overboard? But then,
I'd say it depends. I think it depends on what you like. I mean, let's be honest. The 124 version of the M4s handle like boats. You know.
I've never driven mine.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the 60-year
they're very
Carrera
rare.
is still in box. Did you drive
Yeah,
yours?
but they
Yeah, I
look
drove it.
Yeah.
I put like Paul Gage on it. It handled all right, but still like that he was saying, it's not the greatest. Like
Yeah.
that's all over the place. Even the 132nds, I find M4s are very tail happy.
Yeah, the white,
Yeah.
white, red, and blue one, the original one that first came out,
Yeah.
with the yellow lights.
Yeah.
That one was okay. It handled fine.
I have that
Yeah.
one in 132, but like even I find that one too. It's kind of with the Paul Gage, it helped a lot, obviously, but
Yeah.
still.
Anyway, yeah. So the looking at this M4, I'm like, I have the 6 years, but it's because it's
No,
Valentino
it's
Rossi. You
Valentino
pick it
Rossi.
up,
Yeah, I'm
but
getting both of these.
will I
ones, yeah.
ever run it? I don't know, but I might put it on the track for one video
I'd
shoot.
run it. No, I'd run them
Right.
at least once just to see what they can
Yeah,
do.
for a video shoot.
Yeah.
Like I'll do it for the video shoot, but I don't know
You
if
got to
I'll
do a
run it
time. I
again.
think. Yeah, every car has to do a time on our track. Maybe bar there's a couple of cars probably won't, but Sasha's going to run them all, aren't you? See what they do.
Yeah.
Listen, I put 419 cars into Smart Race. It took a long time. And I'm like, it's so hard to go when you do controller assignments. So hard
I know,
to
to go through the whole
find
procedure.
I wish they had a filter on Smart Race for control, like to separate it by GT3 or whatever.
I think
like
you can.
when you're doing controller assignments.
I think so. Can't you? Can't
I
you?
don't think so.
Oh, maybe not.
Maybe
No.
To do
I'm
what?
not. I'm
I think
very
there's-
raw
I think there's the
with.
filters on the top.
Yeah,
You could put like
hopefully.
just GT3.
Yeah.
I hope so. But anyway, yeah. So these two are definite buys. So here are the rest of the 124s that are new.
Yeah.
Well, not all of them, but these are all the ones that are coming out. So we'll go from left to right and then down. So start with the Porsche. It's the blue with the gold. Who's picking this up? These are all 124s. Yeah, you picking it up?
I think that's a win for me, yeah.
Sasha's hand is up. So
Sasha's hat is up. I told you we're making a Sasha's shopping list.
That's a win for me. I like the color combo.
I
think that looks
probably would have
awesome.
said I wouldn't pick up that one, but
I want all of them.
You're in trouble.
Okay, Sasha, we gotta give you a rating. If it's, let's just say you're only allowed to pick up 10, your top 10. So would this be in the top 10 of your pickups for Carrera this year?
Ooh.
And remember, you have to pick up 124 and 132, and you only have 10 cars they're
We
allowed
should
to
actually do
pick.
that. We all should write a list of 10 as we go and see if we actually can.
Okay, we can all do a list of 10 cars as we go along. Well, the Ferraris out there.
You're already done because you have 6 of them are Ferraris.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can't do that. You're already done.
No. We gotta rewrite. Anyway, yeah. So, okay. So the Porsche, and then we got the liquid moly Audi R8 that's coming out. I'm not too. I don't know between the Red
no on that
Bull.
one.
I have to, please.
Yeah, I'm never a Red Bull fan, so I won't pick up the Red Bull.
It does look cool though. The Red Bull liveries are. I know I'm not a Red Bull fan either, but the Red Bull liveries always look good.
I drank too much Red Bull and Jägermeister years ago, so I'm not a
Oh,
Red
the
Bull
Jaeger
fan.
bombs.
Yeah.
So you're picking up the Red Bull?
Definitely not.
Yes.
And yes, no.
For me.
Apologies, our picture appears to be very pixelated, but I'm not sure why. We seem to have a good signal here.
I have no idea either. But anyway, let's. It doesn't matter. We're gonna go through the list. Safety car. I don't know what this car is.
I don't know if that's the actual
I've
livery.
been
is it?
looking for what this
not.
car is supposed to look like. So I've been
Yeah,
scouring the internet to see what the M4.
The one I found was that greenish yellow
Yeah.
color, the electric color.
But it's nowhere close to this.
I know. If it's
This
that,
color scheme that's on there. Honestly, if it comes out like this, I'm not picking this up
no,
ever.
I'm not even gonna look at it.
Yeah. So this might be the
no.
first dud in this catalog.
It kind of looks cool
Yeah.
in that
And the next one is a definite no. I'm just getting that in there.
The
This
Corvette?
one, the
Yeah.
Corvette.
Yeah, too many Corvettes.
After the initial release of the two initial Corvette C8s,
Yeah.
the yellow and the silver and yellow, I've never looked at another Corvette again, like
Yeah.
a C8. My favorite Corvette of all time is the C7. In terms of in one-to-one car, so rail car.
Oh, real. Okay.
In rail car, the C7 is my favorite Corvette. Shape,
Yeah.
style, angles, body line, everything.
But even in slot cars, I feel like they run the best out of them all.
No C6.
The C6. Oh, the
Yeah.
black one. Yeah, the C6.
The
That's right. That's
C6.
what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Every
The
C6.
C5 Revos are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't run my Revo yet. That's another thing. So, like I said, I have it upstairs. I haven't run it yet. I gotta put those on the track soon. And then we got the
Yeah.
Ferrari. So I know you collected the limited edition one.
I have the two limited
Yeah.
edition 575.
We've got one
I
of them.
ran them, and they run good.
Yeah.
They run really good.
Yeah.
What about
They're
you
pretty
guys? Do
quick.
you have any of those?
We have that same one that Massimo picked up, that last one. We got that as well.
Yeah.
I do like it. The only critique I would have of that particular car is, and you know, I've already told you guys I don't like it, but the rear wheels are inset way too far inside the rear arches. And that to me just kind of ruins the aesthetics a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Slot Invasion does a really good rear replacement, right?
kit, yeah.
Yeah, the kit. I would get, if I was picking it up and I stancing out this car, I would just pick up the Slot Invasion kit and then get as an extra set of axles and get some wheels for the front. Probably get 2 kits.
Yeah.
And use them for the front and the rear. That's probably what I would do. But yeah, really cool. So out of this page, I am not actually picking up anything from this page.
I'm surprised you're not getting that Porsche.
I don't
Apart from
collect
the
124s
That's
and
the one
911s.
Porsche, I think. So
I want Red Bull too.
no. Well, let's
He's just like,
discuss that
no.
one.
Red Bull or safety car?
Well, if you're spending your own money on them, that's fine. You can get them all.
But why don't you do this? You get the Red Bull R8, and you could get that Jagermeister BMW, and you have a Jager and Red Bull.
So Boone is
C2
chiming in
is the
here
one.
that the C2 is the best Ferrari.
You have to get
Oh, sorry, the best
Red Bull
Corvette.
or
Relax
Corvette.
there. I know now you're like that's all you can think about nowadays, but like calm down.
You guys are making me excited. Okay, stop it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about the old generation
Yeah.
of cars because I grew up growing up in Africa means the older cars I remember are the JDMs, so the Datsun 120Ys and the 120Js, and so I don't really know a lot of American cars.
For me, I mean, we didn't have Corvettes over on our side of the world. I mean, the very odd time you'd see one. But for me, growing up, my memory of a Corvette is Face from the A-Team's Corvette. So
Right.
that's, to me, that's the iconic
Isn't
Corvette
that a
model.
C5?
No, that's a earlier gen. That might be a C2, actually. I can't remember.
Oh, C2.
C3,
I don't even
two
know
or
what a
three.
C2 looks like. Is it this? Is that the real old Stingray?
Yeah, I think so. No.
No, it's a newer one than that. This is you're talking a late 80s car.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, so not very well versed with the Corvettes, unless it's the newer ones,
The
like
newer
the
ones.
C5, C6, C7, and C8. I kind of know those cars.
Let me
Yeah.
check.
Okay, let's move on. So this is the remaining 124s.
See, Jager and Red Bull.
Yeah. So we have the M1 Pro Car Jägermeister in 124, and then we have this Lola. I think you have a bunch of Lolas, don't you?
Yeah, I like them. I think they look beautiful.
Yeah.
They run.
And
They're
this
not as
looks-
quick as the 917Ks, but they're still pretty good.
And this Lola looks pretty nice and sweet.
I have to see it in person. I think the purple's gonna look good in person.
There was there was the guy that did the walk around in Germany,
The German thing.
and he had he put his camera on this car, and it just popped. Like
Is it
was
metallic?
It's metallic
That's
purple.
okay, so it's gonna look
right?
good,
So
yeah.
it looks really good. Like it looked really good in his video.
Yeah.
And then I already have the 132nd version of that shell livery
That's
of
gonna look
the
cool at
917.
124.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna really stand out like a big 124 with that yellow. I think it's gonna look pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't
Daniel, how you
know.
doing?
So which one are you guys gonna pick up? Sasha is gonna pick up all 3, I guess.
She's sick. Yep.
I would
I
say
think if we had to pick one from here, I think it might be purple or orange.
the Lola and the 917.
Yeah.
So all 3, I guess,
gotta get-
because Sasha has chosen the orange, and
Probably
we
not.
both agreed on the
Probably
purple, and then yeah.
Yeah.
So, I'm not picking up any from here.
No, not even the Porsche.
Wow, bro.
No, because like I said, 124s, I'm very restrictive on what I pick up.
Do you have any 120? Yeah, you do have 124s in the 917. No.
I do. I have two 124s and 917s.
Yeah.
Porsche. Yeah, so no, I'm not picking up anything over here. Because I picked up all
That's a bit
3
of a
of the
shocker.
Ferraris
I'm
296s,
surprised.
and I picked up the 2 Valentino Rossi's. That's 5 124s coming in. So
Okay.
that was my limit on the 124s. But yeah, if I was to pick up, I think it'd probably be the 917 out of this. I just find too much orange on the M1 Pro car. In my
Yeah, I'm not a
opinion.
fan of that. To be
Yeah.
honest, I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, I do have I have the Scalato di Tommaso Pantera. That's all Jägermeister, but it doesn't look so bright. The pictures that I saw from the Carrera looked very bright. The orange was really bright. So
It's supposed to be a bright orange, though, I believe, right?
yeah, but yeah, I think you've seen my Scalato
Yeah.
Pantera.
It's darker.
It's
Yeah.
not as bright.
Any Jägermeister that I've seen, it's always been like a bright
bright
orange.
Yeah. All right, well, let's move on. So we're going to get into the 132nds now. Here we go. So we're really happy about this release. I think NASCAR coming back is a big thing. So I'm going to ask you, are you picking up all 4 liveries, 1 livery, 2 livery mess?
I'll probably pick up 2 just to have like a running mate. I don't
Yeah.
think I'll get all 4. Like I said in my video, though, my one gripe with these sets is I wish they came with banked corners.
Yeah, the set's a little bit of a dud for me.
Yeah.
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 I think it should have been just an oval with banks.
Yeah.
It should have had the banks. Definitely should have had the banks. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a really cool, like, I think with the older Daytonas, they had that triangular oval. Right?
Yeah, they had the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think why not do that with these cars? I don't understand that, but I'm not the marketing guy for Carrera. I don't know what their strategy is behind this, but I think it's cool to have NASCAR back.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch the NASCAR on Netflix? Did you watch the
I haven't
series?
started watching it yet. That's like
Yeah.
the
Not yet.
5, basically, right?
It's on
It
the
is,
list.
yeah,
now.
it's only 5 episodes. I watched it all, and if you watch that, then you'll kind of fall in love with the cars because the characters match the cars, right? So, so Sasha, which ones are your favorite? Are you picking them all up? Would you pick up 1, 2, 3, or none? Because you tell me.
3. I don't
3.
really like. There 4 are really cool. Just that green just gave me out. Just wow.
Covering your mic over there.
Number 24.
The
Harry
green
says he's
is
gonna pick up at
definitely
least 2
my favorite out of
NASCARs.
all of them, and I think I'd like to get 3.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So which 3? Which 3?
Not,
three?
not. I'm not really a fan of number 9, but definitely number 5, 24, and 48.
Okay.
Cool. What about you, Dai?
I would probably go the opposite way to Sash. I like 9, 5, and 24.
9, 5, and 24. What about you?
Right now, the 2 I think I would get would be 24 and 48, and if I had to get one of the blue ones, probably number 5, like Sash.
Yeah. So it's really weird. The 2 sets, they split it up. They put
Yeah.
these 2 cars in this set. They put the 5 and 24 in one set, and they put the 48 and 9 in the digital
I guess
set.
I don't want to put 2 blue cars in one set, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I'm picking up all 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I don't know. I was because when I came into the hobby, the NASCARs had already come and gone, so
Yeah.
it was hard for me to pick up NASCARs. And when I did, I picked them in piecemeal. So it would be really cool. I've seen a lot of people have the full NASCAR collection in their background.
Yeah.
I
That's cool.
I would love to have that. If they expand this to the Mustangs and the Camrys,
I
it
hope
would be
they do.
super
Yeah.
good.
Right now they just have Hendrick, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think DK Moon made a good point there. He's saying that, the banked curves, they're probably trying to make it a little bit more kid friendly. It'd be easier to trip over and break those curves potentially. So, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, but they do have the Carrera Go sets, right? Like that have the loops and everything else.
the
So
crazy
I think the loops are a little bit harder to set up than a bank corner, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I've been having Carrera Go and setting up the loops. I think the loops are more finicky than the bank corners are. So yeah, I can definitely see that as being a deterrent. I don't know.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah. It just doesn't feel true to NASCAR in my opinion. But
Yeah, I get you.
But I'm happy with the sets. I'm happy with the cars and the liveries. I think it's pretty cool to have a Camaro come out and then have the NASCAR back. Yeah.
It would have been cool to see it. I know this, again, it's going to not cater to everybody, but would it have been cool to see a banked 4-lane set with all 4 cars in it? That would be
amazing.
cool.
Yeah. There
It's
you
not
go
going to
with-
have a market, a
It'd be
big
a very
market.
small market for it, but if
Yeah,
they
yeah.
made that as an option, I think that would be phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so these 4 cars definitely pick up for me. And like I said, I don't know if I'll keep on collecting them, but at least I know these 4 will come in.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens next year. If it comes with the same car and the same liveries, I don't know.
Yeah.
The same car, different liveries, I don't know.
For you guys, if you had to pick one out of all of these, which one would it be?
Ooh, just one.
That's easy for me.
Which one?
24.
24?
I'd say 24 too.
Because I'm a highlighter yellow kind of guy.
Yeah.
So.
I like 48 because it's different.
Yeah, 48 is pretty
It's
cool.
funky.
Yeah.
I like them as well because this is actually the production has ended on that Gen Camaro now, and we don't know when we'll see it again. And it was a great platform, and it's kind of nice that they've brought these out as well at this time. So we'll probably end up with the 4, I would say, because Sasha likes that 48. So.
Yeah, I think because, like I said, once again, I missed the first run of NASCARs. I'll try and pick up as many of these as possible just to make my whole row of NASCARs at some point. I've always wanted to have that, so definitely gonna do that.
Cool. We have some SCX NASCARs that we picked up in a big lot, and we've got an earlier, the Cheerios 132nd Carrera NASCAR as well.
I'm pretty sure
I didn't realize they were going. I saw recently them being offered for sale, and they're pretty pricey now. People are asking big money for them, so they're clearly not that easy to get.
Yeah. Yeah, DK Moon said he should definitely pick up the green one, so the green one is his favorite.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on. We got that, and then we're moving on to the rest of the 132nds. We're going to do this as we did before. We'll go from left to right. So the Lamborghini Huracan in green. Yes, no?
I like it, but if I'm gonna choose one, I'd probably get the Iron Dames over
Iron
that
Dames?
One.
Yeah, so definitely going to pick up the Iron Dames for myself because you guys got the Ferrari. You've seen it. It's kind of wicked cool. Definitely going to get the Huracan. And hopefully next year they release the 911 in the Iron Dames livery.
Yeah.
So then I get all 3. Super happy, excited that. Then we got the 132nd Liquid Moly R8. I'm probably not gonna pick that up at all.
No, I wouldn't say we will either.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the M4s either. Any of you?
See the look there. She looked over at me. What do you mean? You're not picking it up.
And
I
then we
want
got.
the top 3.
You're gonna get all 3 of the top. Yeah,
I would
nice.
say we'll get the Iron Dames definitely, not the Liquid Molly, and probably not the green
Yes, green.
Huracan either because we have the mint one, and I actually prefer the one you got recently, Raul.
Oh yeah, the Arc one.
Yeah.
That is a beautiful car. I have to say, like,
What, the yellow one?
yeah, the yellow one
Yeah.
with the arc lines on it.
Yeah, I like that.
That is a beautiful car. If you can pick it up, I will pick it up because it is actually a standout on the Huracan, I think.
Yeah.
It really stands out. It's just like the world's fastest gamer McLaren 720S.
Yeah.
I like that one out of all of them the best.
Yeah.
So DK Moon says he's gonna pick up the green one if he was to pick it up. So, and then I'm not into the AMG and the Bilstein colors.
I don't mind it. I kind of like it.
I don't like cream yellow.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say again, I want to see it in person.
It's cream yellow. Bilstein is a
cream?
cream yellow.
Yeah.
So, not a big fan of that kind of yellow.
Fuck, I think it would be like, because even the Bilsteins I've had in the past on my car, like the yellow seemed like it was a nice yellow.
Yeah, but the livery on this
livery's
one,
different?
even NSR's version of it and all, is a little bit of cream. Yeah.
Okay.
So, not a big fan. All right, let's move on. So here we go, another 6 132nds. So this was under wraps. This McLaren 720 was under wraps in the
Yeah,
catalog,
so,
and I found the rail car online. So hopefully the livery is the
That's a
same.
nice livery.
If it is, okay. So let's start at the top. We got the 3 at the top. I am picking up this Merc black and green. I think the delivery on it is stunning, and I do like it. It's a little bit different. If the safety car is I don't think it's an F1 safety
I
car.
don't think I'm hoping it is, but
But
it's
we
not
can.
gonna
I can
be.
print out the F1 stickers for you.
Yeah, we could.
That was one of your first cars, Massimo, wasn't it? Didn't you buy the original AMG
Yeah, that was
safety
one of my
car?
first like cars I bought outside of that set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also have it, but the lights don't work anymore. Oh, I think it's not working 100%.
We'll probably get to 60, I think, because we have I'm not sure if you're aware, but we have a separate pit lane on our layout set up for a safety car. Now,
Yeah.
we don't
I
use it
think
very
we have
often,
3 safety cars.
but it's quite effective the way I have it set up, so it always goes back to where it's supposed to, which was tricky to do. But we might pick up that one. I like the look of that.
That looks good.
All right,
I think only
so
you know which one I would pick.
all right, we're going at the top on the top row only first, Sasha.
row only.
Which ones will you pick up from the top row?
I think the safety car.
Just the safety
We're
car.
aligned.
What about you, Dai?
Yeah, I would say the safety car. I was going to say that if that had been the Porsche at the end, I'd like to see the actual car of that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of judging the cars based on that. I like to see the actual original. So I don't know. We'll say a maybe on that one.
Okay. What about you?
Out of that top row, probably the green for sure.
Yeah.
The safety car, I'd want to see it. The Porsche, I don't know. Like that he said, I would have to see that too. Like I'm not in general. I like the Castro liveries, but I can't judge it based off this photo because even the Iron Dames Ferrari from last year, when I first saw that
it was
photo like
not
that, I'm
good.
like, nah, I'm not doing that. Then when I
Yeah.
saw the actual car, I'm like, okay, that car looks really good.
Yeah. So I'm forced to pick up the Porsche
Yeah, I
because I
know.
pick
You have
up
no
all
choice.
the Porsches. So all three at the top, and then let's go to the bottom. I'll start with Sasha. For sure, I already know the Gulf livery is probably putting you into. My question is, do you only pick up one of it, or do you pick up more? So how many of the Gulf liveries do you pick up?
All.
So you know how I picked up 3 for the Green Monster? I ordered 3 of the Gulfs.
Okay.
Yeah. So I have the Gulf livery. I ordered 3 of them in. Don't ask
3
me,
of
it's
them
just-
in.
Yeah, I always when it's a livery I really like.
So
I
one to
normally- one to run,
one to keep on the shelf.
and one run non-mag, one run mag, and one to keep on the shelf.
You know you can take the
Okay.
mags out and put them back in.
No. Who does all that nonsense? Because I want to change the rear end.
Yeah.
I want to do one
gotta
up
do like
properly.
the-
Yeah, just like I did with the
slotted
other.
Asian kit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ordered 3 of the Gulf. The McLaren 720. If it comes out in that livery, I'll pick it up. And the last one, I'm not really that interested in.
Yeah. Based off that photo.
No.
At least,
So what about you guys?
I'd say Gulf Porsche, probably the McLaren,
Yeah.
and that's it.
If it comes out in that livery like that, because
Like
that
that livery,
livery is actually from the real car. Right now in the catalog is under wraps, so I don't know whether it's gonna be
That's
that.
the final. Yeah. It's
But
gonna
if it does come out with that orange and black look, I think it's really classy and it really fits that car if it comes out that way. The last one, I don't know. Once again, this is where me and Pete were talking about last week. If you're gonna put rail cars photographs
Yeah.
in, make sure they're good photographs. Like,
Yeah.
give us a good representation of the car because from that photograph, I can't really tell if that car's gonna look good or not.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
you know,
hard to, yeah.
yeah.
I can't distinguish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and in today's world with renders, I mean, if you give me a side profile render, it's very difficult for me. Give me a 3/4 render like you did with the NASCARs,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
The
agreed.
NASCARs look good because they're rendered properly. If they only give us a side render, I don't know if we'll pick it up. So, definitely. Yeah, I definitely agree with the Iron Dames being a very big livery because it's so iconic. Just like the BWT is so iconic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it should be pretty cool. Moving on then. Here's our next set of 130 seconds. So I'll let you guys pick from the top row first. Anything from the top row?
I would say I'm a big Aston Martin fan, but it's very, very difficult to see from these, to be honest with you. I mean,
know.
maybe they look like a matching livery for the first 2. I guess maybe it'd be cool to have both then to run them against each other. But again, I'm like you. I'm not a fan of these pictures to pick from because I'm looking at these and I could say, well, I'm not that pushed, but maybe if I saw the actual car, the proper car rendered,
What
that would
about
be
you?
different.
I like, just by looking at it right away, the red and the black. I
Yeah.
like the way that looks. But what I've noticed more recently about the first one, it's 3 colors.
Yeah, it's
So it's blue,
the
and
black,
it transitions
the-
to green on the other side.
Yeah,
Which I like. I think seeing that in person, maybe, but for sure, the red and the black one, I think looks cool.
yeah. The red and black are conquest colors, so it'll be like a
You have to
conquest
get
car.
that
So I
one,
have
yeah.
to buy it. So that's
Yeah.
for sure one of the cars I pick up. It's funny though. I did not put in my pre-order, and it's only because I was watching this back when I was actually doing it. I was like, oh. That when I looked at the details, I suddenly realized, oh, that's a really cool car. So I have to actually put that on my pre-order.
Okay.
I haven't actually.
Yeah.
I never pre-ordered any Aston Martins because once again, I have like 5 or 6 of them, but I never run them.
Never,
Yeah. The Corvette C8, like we discussed before,
doesn't do nothing for me.
not interested.
Yeah.
Bottom row,
Oof, the 2 Lancias for sure for me.
both of them.
Yeah.
They're so similar. The Fruit of the Loop.
know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that we were talking about before, just collecting the same
Yeah.
car over and over again.
What about you guys? Do you guys have any of the Lancias yet?
No, I would say definitely the last Lancia. Number 54 is a winner for me.
Yeah.
Sasha likes the Mustang as well, so
I'm definitely getting the Mustang GTY.
Definitely the Aston Martin.
we have a blue Mustang here. The
Yeah.
blue with the white stripes. So I guess maybe the orange run out against that. I think that'd be cool.
Oh, DK Moon said he liked. Let me go back here. The green and the Gulf. Yeah, nice choice,
Yeah.
DK Moon.
Yeah.
And then next one, he says here, the first card, the best, but don't love it. Would have to see a better picture. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
For myself, I think I'm gonna pick up on the bottom row. I'm gonna pick up the Mustang GTY and the blue Monte Carlo livery because I had the red one, so it would be really cool to have the red and the blue side by side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fruit of the Loom is very iconic in this style of car. But if I say this, it's the same as when I went to Ernie's. If I do see this car in person, I don't think it will stay on the shelf
Okay.
because just. But right now it's not pre-ordered. I only pre-ordered the last one.
Fair enough.
Let's go on. Here we go. So anyway, talk to me, Mass. Which ones are on your shopping cart basket here?
Only one on this page, and it's the Niki Lauda M1. Because I missed out on that when it was in 124.
You're right.
And
Yeah.
I think it looks cool. It's iconic, the Marlboro livery, even though they can't put Marlboro on it. But the iconic livery and Niki Lauda in general, like he's one of my
Agreed.
favorite drivers from back in the day.
Yeah. What about you, Sash? What about you, Dai? What do you guys think? Which ones off this page? What would you be interested in?
I'd say the Lauda M1. That's definitely a plus for me on there, and maybe that we haven't got any VW buses, so we might maybe pick up one, maybe the green one, just for fun. It'll probably sit on the side of the track with Frank's TV, but. It's maybe we might get one of those VW, definitely not the ambulance, but perhaps the Jägermeister in that green.
But you could get the ambulance if somebody got hurt.
Harry's a Jägermeister fan.
Yeah. Let's see. What did Harry
Hi,
say
Nico.
here? VW ambulance for Daniel Thomas. Orange M1 for Harry. Yeah. Well, hey, what's up, Nico? Nico just joined the chat. How are you, bud?
Hey, Nico?
Yeah, good to see you, Nico.
Yeah. I'm picking up nothing from this page. I wasn't the VW bus. After I drove it around on my track, I'd never pick up another VW bus. I got the Peace and Love one. And the KTMs, as much as I love that car, they're the worst car to drive,
Okay.
in my opinion. I have 4 liveries of it. I had
We
the first
we haven't
four.
run it, have we? Or have we?
I think
Yeah.
we have at least once or twice.
Oh, okay, maybe we have. We have run it.
I want that car to be good, and maybe if I put money into it and I changed the rear end and did it all up, it'd probably be good. But
Out of the box.
I just don't know. It's a cool looking car. I have 4 of them, but I don't know. I wasn't interested in the KTM for the first time this season. And then we got the last 2 here of the 132nd.
Yeah,
We have the
Harry
Red Bull.
definitely loved one of these. Harry's favorite is the BMW 320. I think he described it as it looks like 2 cars got into an accident.
Yeah. I forget. Harry has a terminology for that. They use it. Yeah, DK Moon, you're absolutely correct. If you're gonna race the buses, but I would never race the buses.
Yeah.
The tires are so thin, it looks like they're on rails. If we're doing a VW bus race, but that's why I like trucksters. I mean,
Yeah.
they look kind of cooler, and I'd rather race the trucksters than the VW buses.
The VW
right?
bus, I think it's just more of a gimmick kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like you like them, you collect them, kind of, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know how this. Do you have a Skeletric one?
I have the Scale Electric Golf one.
And
Yeah.
how is it? Is it different?
It's
Is the
top heavy,
tires?
they're top heavy, skinny tires. Like
Yeah.
it was fun to drive around once, just like okay, cool. But then like it's been parked on my track ever since like on display. Like it's,
Yeah. Out of these 2, I'm not a big fan of the 320 at all. I've never been a big fan of the BMW 320. I do have the limited edition version of the livery that I
Yeah.
picked up. But that's the only one I have, and I have a couple more. But they were initial when I first got back, and then I was picking up everything I could. But nothing really like pops with this car. And then, like you said, the Red Bulls in 132nd, like the Red Bull livery does look cool. It always does come out cool. If they make this in matte blue,
Like
which
the
I think
Ferrari
they
one?
will, yeah. If they make it in that version, I'll probably pick up this.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah, because that Ferrari
Yeah.
came out good with the,
Yeah.
the Red Bull livery.
looks amazing. Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah. I would say, from my perspective anyway, I wouldn't be keen on either of them. I think
I say Red Bull.
Red Bull.
You say the Red Bull?
You know me because I like Audi R8s. That's
do.
why. That's
She
the
does.
only reason why, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, how many cars is that so far? All right. So, lastly, we'll just look at the Carrera Go. Do you guys collect Carrera Go?
No, we have absolutely nothing. No Carrera Go at all. So
What about
this
you?
is kind of out of our area.
Yeah.
But I think
So,
kind of which I like.
yeah. So I am just like Massimo. I only collect the F1s.
Yeah.
I do have some LMS. GT3s.
Yeah.
Because I picked them up, and I do like the rally cars. So
Yeah,
when
the
I
rally
do
cars
get
are
the
cool.
Carrera Go rally cars, I try and pick them up. But yeah, so the 3 F1s are coming out. I'll probably pick them up. And this challenge kind of intrigued me.
It's different.
It's a single lane,
Yeah.
and you get to go around with. And I think putting this in between in between the bigger track or something might be fun. But it's a really cool concept of just a 1-car single lane track.
Yeah.
If they did this in 132nd, I'll probably be very interested because it'd be great if you have a limited space and you just wanted to have a test track. I think this would be a really cool thing if they
The
expanded it.
loops don't do it for me. No, I wouldn't be interested in the loops.
You know what? Their challenge to video. That's the only thing I'll say because you cannot slow down.
You have to stay
Yeah,
at full
you have
speed.
to be at full speed. So I remember doing the Halloween special. I put together the track, and that was the first time I thought, like, all right, this is a challenge. But yeah, I would definitely. It's a gimmick. It's definitely a gimmick. But yeah, the cars themselves, the Carrera Go cars, especially the F1 cars, look really good. Like in my
Yeah, for
opinion.
a generic
Yeah.
body thing, I mean, with the liveries, they look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, I guess they don't have the Alpine license anymore, because they did the Alpine last year with Alonso.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Slaughter did a great job on that bus.
Yeah, but I don't know if I put that much effort into a bus. Like he went all out. I give it
He's a
all
big
to
fan,
him.
though. He's a
Yeah,
big
yeah.
V-dub
That was an impressive video to watch, and all power to him. But Dave always goes. Dave's videos are epic, like epic level. So I didn't expect anything less, and he didn't disappoint with the bus. But Yeah, I'm a guy who picks up the car, puts it on the track as fast as possible, and gets it to run.
Yeah.
But and then the last slide that I have, and if I missed anything in the Carrera catalog and you guys have gone through it yourself and you want to bring it up, just let me know and I'll bring up the rail catalog.
Yeah, no.
But this was interesting to me, and I wanted to pose this question to Sasha because this is aimed at and I think you talked about it, like the colorful loops and the colorful cars. This is the glitter cars that are coming out.
Yeah.
But really, this is aimed towards maybe. I mean, Sasha, you're much more of a developed racer. But would this have intrigued you if you walked into a store and seen a Carrera Go track with glitter cars and purple loops and all that?
It would be interesting, and I would like to try it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
so,
I would have said the opposite actually, but I would never have picked this up for her because I didn't think she would go for it.
But I would try it out, but maybe not keep it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm a little bit on the fence about this because if we think about the demographic that picks up the sets for their kids,
Yeah.
it's normally the male, a father figure that buys it. So I don't know if this appeals to that.
I rather them have, like they do the Mario Kart sets.
Yeah.
Make that like make a rainbow bridge, like something to do with the Nintendo
Yeah.
game. Like make the Mario Kart colored because that makes a little bit more sense to me. Because you're buying Mario Kart, you're used to seeing, the game is very colorful.
Yeah.
So do something with that. This I don't know. This is a hit or miss. I don't know how the kids will.
It'd be
think of
interesting.
this,
I mean, it's a great
I
experiment.
like that there's colored track finally.
Yeah.
That's something they've never done, and if they keep doing that, maybe if they build off of this, great. But I think like the Mario Kart or even the Pixar cars sets should have color.
The Pixar cars was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Paw Patrol, Pixar. They have a lot of like ways to attract kids. I think without going with glitter cars.
Yeah.
That I just felt.
There's even a Valentino Rossi set I think coming up.
Yeah. But they're odd cars. They're really weird
Yeah,
looking
they're like
cars. So once again, if you're a Valentino Rossi fan, I don't know if you'd pick that up.
No, I wouldn't buy that.
Right.
But it's cool that they did it.
Yeah.
They're like fantasy cars.
And then I'm really happy to see that they've gone wireless with the Carrera Go system finally.
Yeah, I like
so that's a new thing that they introduced. And then obviously they did the wireless 2.0, which to me means nothing.
Like
Because-
Dave Kennedy did that video on that. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Then I was watching. I'm like, okay, but there really is no change. It's just you can't use the other one with that one anymore or something.
No, okay. So the way it works,
You can use
I was
them in the
reading it
power
up.
base, but you can't like.
So
interchange
basically,
the
you have
two.
to take two of your controller inputs and put both the wireless systems in.
Okay.
So you can put both the wireless receivers in, but now you lose two of your ports, right? And the funny thing is, like I just spent a lot of money on those the Frankenslot wireless controllers. They don't work.
Not working?
They're not working because there's too much interference with my wireless camera system. So I bought the extender to move the setup away from my CU. And when you plug it into the extender, bank one, it won't work. It won't pick up the controllers. So, so really disappointing. So I wonder how it's going to work with the Frankenslot and the other controllers because can they adapt to the new wireless 2.0 system? If they do, then I might be interested in picking one up.
Yeah.
Just to see if I can get these expensive controllers working because they're quite expensive. But anyway,
that loses, I guess, on the the Go and stuff like that. Where it loses my attention is it's just unnaturally fast, and for me that kind of isn't what I enjoy about it, So I'm not saying it wouldn't be fun, but to sustain my attention, there would need to be a bit more engagement in the driving experience on those kind of things.
That's why I'm leaning more towards the 124s.
Yeah.
I feel like the driving experience, not that's you can't say it's a realistic, but like it's just the characteristics of the car going around the track. I find it easier to read when you're going around a corner. You can feel if the back end is starting to step out, you can correct it and save it. Where the 132s are too quick, it's like, yeah, you can still correct it, but I don't know. The 124s I find more realistic, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I will probably run my 124s. I'm doing this Friday night lives where
Yeah.
I take my. I probably do maybe this coming Friday. I probably run like 4 of my 124s and see what time
you can do.
what they do and how they feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if I do get into 124s, definitely BRM would be. But Scale Auto and BRM are very close to me, so it would be Scale Auto versus BRM a lot, I guess.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, so definitely. But anyway, so I think that brings us to the end of our catalog. Going through the catalog. Is there anything else that we this guy? Yeah,
You gotta break yourself from the flag. Come on.
stop with the flags.
Everybody wants to see it.
Open the flag.
Why you want me to open
Okay,
it?
I'm gonna open it. I'll
Okay,
open
you
it.
can
I'm
open it. This guy.
I gotta.
Yeah, agreed.
So
DK.
happy. He was so happy. He noticed it right away. He came in. He's like, "Is that a?"
Smell it. Smell it.
Oh,
It smells like greatness.
it smells like greatness.
What did it smell like, did you say, Massimo?
Greatness.
Oh,
Greatness.
He's
Greatness.
gone.
Yeah.
He's gone. Something's happening.
Oh no. Oh, thank you, thank you.
There we go.
Oh, you're gonna give me a haircut too.
Now you're ready for 2025.
Is that what it is, eh? Oh, I see, I see. He's super happy. Actually, you know who'll be happy? Christian. You haven't met Christian, right?
No.
Yeah, when you come next time, you meet him because you're both Ferrari fanboys.
There we go.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah,
Mopar.
everyone's gonna be happy.
Mopar.
Everyone that I know is a Ferrari fanboy, so
You're a Mopar man. What are you doing with a Ferrari?
that's an SRT flag right behind us.
Oh, I see it.
If they released, if Carrera released a Viper again, oh my God, that's the only car I'd drive.
Is this the same size as that flag?
Yeah, they're all the same. What are you doing?
No. You keep talking.
You keep talking. He's gonna
You
go
just
hang
keep
the
talking.
flag.
Massimo, just pretend Massimo's not there behind you, okay?
Everyone might see me fall now, but
Everyone's gonna see Massimo climb on. Look at him. What's he up to?
just fixing your background. That's all.
Don't worry, Raul's getting some work done in the
Yeah.
basement.
Yeah,
There we go. That's better.
There you
that's
go.
better. Ferrari. I knew you were gonna do that. I left it there on purpose, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
I was actually gonna dress it up with the Ferrari there, and the Mercedes one on this side. But anyway,
What do you guys think of the controllers? Updated the wireless controllers to battery, off-the-shelf batteries, as opposed to the
yeah,
existing.
good move.
Yeah.
Needed to happen anyway. I not that I use wireless controllers anymore. I've gone fully wired now on my setup. I guess the wireless would only come into play if I had multiple people running my track.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, really disappointing on the Frankenslot wireless controller. It kind of, that's a lot of money to just sit there and do nothing now. But yeah, I'm not. It's good move. I wish they'd done it initially.
Yeah.
That's my whole
yeah,
thing.
That's true.
It's like it's a bit too little, too late, from my perspective. Maybe for the newer fan getting into it, probably good. Let's see what Nico says. Massimo going for dreadlocks in 2025.
That's a good idea.
That would be wicked. You need dreadlocks.
If Hamilton wins a championship with Ferrari,
You know what, we
I'll
should-
do dreadlocks.
No.
Will you?
if-
Okay.
Yeah.
Deal.
You
No.
heard it here first.
We should do a whole stream where we're both in dreadlocks. You should get like one of those wigs. Like, the first
I got
one.
a question for you guys.
Uh-oh.
Have you done a race yet?
Look at me against Matt. He win. Well, we have raced.
Raced a couple times.
We raced a couple of times. He wins, and then when he doesn't win, he throws my cars off the track.
No.
He's done it. I caught
That
you on
was
camera.
one time by
And you smashed the
accident.
back end of my car.
Because you stopped on the track.
Right? I was already finished the race. It was race over. Everyone called it. And then he's a much better driver
No,
than I am.
you beat me a couple times.
When?
That time with the 124s on the Sunday Slot Cars track there.
Yeah, that was because you were being blocked by everybody else. I need help to beat Massimo. Yeah,
No, you're good. Give
yeah.
yourself some credit.
It's okay. Well, you know what? if you all join the GRL for next one, we'll find out because you can all race from the comfort of your homes.
My money is on Sasha.
I'm scared of her.
I would have put my money on Sasha too. It's okay. Hey, are we gonna do this this 24-hour race in Texas?
YouTuber team?
Yeah,
In Washington, you mean?
in Washington, wherever it is.
It's that's a cool event. You got to be prepared mentally and physically for a 24-hour race. I think.
I want to join it.
Yeah, Sasha's keen as mustard.
I stay up all night, so it's for me. It doesn't matter. It's really like normal.
Raul
For me.
doesn't sleep. Raul doesn't sleep.
No, I don't.
I don't know how you do it.
I was up at 4:30 this morning because I don't know why, and then 8 o'clock I was back up, and people were already on the Pete's Pete's chat. I was reading his chat. I was like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I don't know. Just can't sleep.
So like this. Okay, it's time for bed. Let's go into the bed.
Exactly.
Right away.
The whole night.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to do something, I mean, because there is as well, if there's the sprint races as well, which obviously Sasha entered, and it's a good weekend, and it's a great excuse, but you have to bring an empty suitcase. That's the must require empty suitcase.
I think Nico wants us to do the 24 hours.
He
I think
does.
that's what the yes is
Yes.
about. Yes.
Yes.
It'd be fun.
Well,
I would, wouldn't
I'm definitely gonna try and come to see you guys in the summer this year.
Yes,
That's
that'd
for
be
sure.
cool.
I'm gonna try and do that.
When's the 24-hour race in fall?
It's in November.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try and I do want to travel down to meet, especially you guys. So I'll try and make that happen. I'll probably bring Mia along as well, so Sasha and Mia can have a race. Mia doesn't race on camera a lot, but she's actually pretty good driving because she drives my camera car a lot. So when I run my camera car, you have to run at a same rate, and I think that's a challenge to actually run the camera car in parallel to a regular car running. It's a lot more challenging, especially when we got two drivers running it, right?
I'm kind of disappointed though, Raul. That's kind of ruined my illusion. I was thinking, you know what? I'd like to think that Raul is driving both these cars and filming at the same time.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I did it once. You know what I did? I used rubber bands. I was using rubber bands to put the cars down on controls and running around with my camera. And these cars would never sync up. It's so weird. It's so hard to get the cars to sync up. But I've tried it. I've tried. Getting track footage is tougher than it looks.
It's really hard.
You're right, Nico. It's Tacoma in Washington State.
Yeah, Tacoma. Anyway, do you have any other questions for us, Sasha? Do you have anything that you want to say?
What do you think? Anything else?
Did you start building the Lego guy?
She hasn't started it yet, and she also hasn't started because I'll tell you what's happened here. It's like
Too many cars.
too much stuff. We found after Christmas, right? And then we've got packages arriving daily, right, for reviews and she has on her list. She's saying, right, I'm going to be doing this now. And next thing you know, then you've got prototypes coming in, and you've kind of got to do the reviews then to get them out, and it gets pushed to the back. I still have the Ecto 1 Ghostbusters Lego to make myself, and I still haven't gotten around to that.
So
Maybe we
Lego
should do
is
that.
doing something crazy. They're releasing 3 F1 cars
Did you
this
see
year.
that? Yeah, the Senna looks amazing.
So I was gonna ask you, are you gonna pick those up?
The Senna, there's the Senna, then the
There's
McLaren.
and the Lewis Hamilton's W15 or W14
But what? That's
in big.
so like
Techniques.
the McLaren one that I
Yeah.
have.
I got
Yeah,
a
I'd
question
probably
for
go
you guys.
Yes.
What's your favorite type of car, like Lamborghini or Audi? Or...
Favorite brand? I know what Raul's is. I know what Massimo's is.
Yeah.
What? How do you know?
Let's see how good you are. Let's go. So let's do it this way.
Formula One for Massimo.
Let's do favorite European GT3 class, I guess, car or LMP car, I think. Which
You
one?
already know. Why you
Yeah,
asking?
you. Yours is easy.
I hung the flag. Like it's a dead giveaway.
It's a Ferrari. Yeah. Personally, it's the AMG. Like if it was mine,
AMG.
it was the AMG GT3.
I'm surprised not picking the Porsche.
In real 1-to-1 cars,
Yeah.
I love the AMG.
AMG
more.
over
the front
911s?
mouth
Yeah.
of that AMG coming up behind you is so
Aggressive.
Yeah.
It's
It's
super
aggressive,
aggressive,
It
and
is, yeah.
and when you look at it, it's so
The body shapes of it.
And
looks
then
very
I
good.
always like fastbacks, and
Okay.
the AMG has a fastback to it, which is
They do.
always my pick.
Yeah.
True.
What about you?
I'd probably go for the Porsche.
Yeah, I knew it. I could tell.
Yeah. What about you,
Especially the
Sasha?
911.
I gotta say
R8.
that Sasha likes the R8s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
yeah.
A close second to me would be the 720S, the McLaren.
720S, those are
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
They're really
Yeah,
nice.
I don't see to be honest with you, the only Audi that affects me in any way is the V10 when they put the V10 in the R8, and that's only because of the engine. It's not because of the car.
But they have the W12 in there too, don't they? The
Yeah,
R8.
but they just, I guess, it just never really appealed. I'd rather have something else, But
Yeah.
that's just me.
Well, mine's second's, Ferrari.
Yeah.
See, I have some support here.
Well, DK Moon says the GT40 because it beats the
I
Ferrari.
don't see no comment there. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Actually, the Ford GT was a really good car.
It was a good car.
You can't deny it.
No,
Like
I love it. I love
yeah,
the Ford GTs.
it's a great car.
Awesome car.
Yeah.
Especially the one behind us.
I don't think. Oh, that's the BRM one you have there. Yeah, the prototype.
That has to be my car.
Oh yeah, so there you go. It's like our dude came to your rescue. Not in 2023 Le Mans.
Forza.
Yes, maybe in Forza Motorsport or Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Oh, this one. I still got a matchstick to build model of the Titanic. Oh my god. Wow.
There's actually a world record matchstick model of the Eiffel Tower done in the last week, and the only reason I know that is because my dad happened to forward me on this interesting piece of news this morning. So
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, is there anything else you guys want to cover today, or do you have any more questions for us, Sasha? You got Massimo. He's a hard guy to pin down.
Do you guys have questions for Sasha as well?
Well, Sasha. So I'm doing this bracket race. Actually, this is something I'm gonna talk to you about because you're gonna pick the 16 cars today.
I'm
since
gonna
you're
pick
here.
them.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we're gonna do a.
Ferrari.
No, you can't do that.
Ferrari.
We're gonna pick 16 GT3 cars and go bracket race them together. Christian will have 8. I'll have 8. We're gonna match them up
Nice.
and go for it. And they're all non-modded, brand new, out of box. They can be broken
All
in.
GT3.
All GT3, and GT2s.
GT2s. Okay.
Yeah.
All GTs.
Are you guys gonna do any of that kind of stuff? I think I want to see Sasha race against you, Dai. That's what I want to see.
Nice head-to-head.
Yeah. Well, I've no problem with that. She actually challenged me. The problem
And he never
is,
did it.
as soon as Sasha sees me on the track, when my car is close to her car, then all goes out the window. It's the pressure happens then. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing I still I know what to do, run my own race, but I don't do it.
It takes time.
It's easier said than done. Everybody's the same. I mean,
You know what? It's easier to do time attack then. So what you guys could do is you could go head-to-head time attack. Same car, you run, and then your dad runs.
well, we did that on
that's
the we did
easy.
that on the
Head to head.
we did it on the 124s, the BRMs, and the
World exclusive
TTS.
head to head.
Yeah. But then you gotta dial down Dai's controller a bit.
Yeah, just turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think, you know what? Give yourself a little bit of time. I think you're going to give your dad a good run.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you'll give me a run when I come down and see you. You can probably smoke me on the track.
You're gonna smoke, Raul. You coming too, Massimo?
I'd like to.
He'll come. You know what happened with the England trip is so funny. It's hilarious how. So I had already booked my flights, and he came over, and I was like, I'm going to England, and he's like, really? I was like, yeah, and I was like, well, yeah. I gave him the details. He's like, I'll go check if I can do it. Within 24 hours, it was all booked. So
That's funny. Yeah, he was saying to me about that. I remember you were messaging me, Massimo, that day, and you were talking about it, and then next thing it was like you were going. I'm like,
yeah,
It just
I was
happened so
laughing.
fast. I had no intentions, and he was talking about it. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Harry has a question here. He says, "So Dad's keeps crashing, Sasha?" Question mark. I think we're actually on those videos there. If the truth be known, I think I actually was 3-4 in crashes. Sasha crashed 4 times and I crashed 3.
Not true. You crashed 4 too.
Yeah, I think it was 4-all, 4-all.
yeah. So that's interesting because Christian is doesn't race a lot and he's very new. So as you guys know, I got a new guy called Christian joining. He's a good friend of mine. We war game together for a very long time, and I think he's got one Ferrari and one Mustang GTY. We bought that when he raced, so he's coming on board. So I'm just wondering, head to head, I don't know whether it'd be a lot of discrepancy. So I don't know how to maybe
Maybe the power settings play with that
yeah
a bit.
probably play with
Give him
that.
like a handicap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
it'd
mean,
be
the
interesting.
racing and time attack's very different to racing as well. You know what I mean? Like if I'm racing, I won't be pushing as hard as I would be if I'm trying to get individual laps. And you're the same, Sash, isn't it? Although I think when I'm up alongside her or chasing her down or whatever, then the pressure and she'll push a bit harder. But it's for me, you're driving it like you stole it for the lap times.
Like my mind goes blank when he puts a car on the track, and all my speed thrown out the window.
It's more to worry about when there's others on the track. When it's just you, you're worried about yourself. You're planning your corners.
Yeah.
When it's someone else, you're doing that, but you're also watching whoever else is on the track,
Yeah.
engaging what they're doing, right?
Maybe
what
what you
Daniel says.
can do is, if you want to train yourself, is maybe put ghost cars on the track and run against the ghost cars.
Yeah.
It will probably help train you down, especially with digital. You can easily do that. So put like 3 or 4 ghost cars and learn how to change lanes, go around them. Because that's what I found when we were doing digital racing. It wasn't really about how fast you were. It was about avoidance.
Yeah, getting
Because
past someone.
when you have 4 cars on track, you want to avoid cars as much as possible, and you have to anticipate the guy's move. Because what will happen is if you don't anticipate, you get stuck behind a train, and then you get
wait for the next lane changer, and then if
Yeah.
they change lanes at the same time as you're stuck another lap behind them. And
yeah, and then
This
also accidents
lady,
happen.
this lady's dangerous. I mean, if she's digital, if we're racing digital, she will literally, God help you if she gets in front of you, because she will change lanes to block you in at any
Yeah.
opportunity.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
He used to call me the switcheroo.
This way, oh yeah, she will but it doesn't matter if you're in the way. That's doesn't make a difference. You're coming off.
If you're right next to me,
yeah.
I'll go like this, straight in front of you.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so the way we do that here is we give penalties. So if you cause an accident,
collision,
we actually give away we give
penalty?
2-second
for
penalties.
your next pit stop.
So try and do
Sasha's
clean racing.
sister Elisa is she's the penalty queen. She's the penalty queen. She
But sometimes she makes us fall off
all the
to
time.
get the Sometimes she makes us get the penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We got to pad
that's
the
called
car
racing.
before we do the racing.
That's called racing. That's called racing.
Robin is racing.
Yeah,
That's right.
definitely.
Yeah.
Well, this was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
We should do this.
It sure was.
We should do this again sometime. So, Sasha, are you
Yeah.
painting your models? Have you got around to painting yet?
No.
Not yet. She still has. She got the Lego stuff that you sent her to make. She's got the.
Oh, don't worry
still
about
got
that.
Ian and Doug's figures still to paint. You got a lot of stuff to still do, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to do a live stream with you and paint if that's what you want.
That'd be cool.
We can do that together.
Yeah, you guys got the Mexican wave set. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I also have the Mexican wave set. So maybe we can paint
that's
those
cool.
together.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the Mexican wave set first.
That'd be pretty cool. Well, it's even cooler because it's all Doug. in the
Yeah,
the next
exactly.
one.
Yeah,
And
so we can arrange that time. I love
yeah,
painting, so
sure.
anytime you want. Yeah. Other than that, this was fun, guys. I want to thank
Okay.
everyone in the chat for being
Yeah,
here with
thanks,
us
folks.
today. It was a lot
Yeah.
of
Thank
fun.
you, everybody.
Yeah, it really was. It's good chatting about the likes and dislikes, isn't it? The cars
Yeah.
and my biggest shocker was that there were cars that you didn't pre-order.
I thought he was gonna get all of them. Like,
Pretty
there's
much.
no way he's gonna miss one.
Raul is
He
very
has to get
selective.
it.
Very selective.
I'm only allowed to pick up 60 cars this year. That was the rule.
Okay.
So if I've already ordered 25, plus I just picked up 3 from him, right? And I got the SEX 132nd Valentino Rossi,
Yeah.
right? So let's just say 30 cars are gone. I'm going to England, so I have 30 cars left for the rest of the year.
Here's
And
the
I
problem.
looked at NSR releases have already intrigued me. Scale Auto releases have intrigued me. I'm in
There's a
trouble.
lot of good cars coming out this year.
Like I have only 30 cars left to pick from.
If you come to the 24-hour of Tacoma, that's a problem straight away. So you need to. Can we have a different? Can that be like not included in your
No,
annual?
I don't allow that. So it's really weird though. It's really funny. If I go to a crowded place, like when I go to swap meets and stuff, I don't normally pick up cars. I don't get very intrigued. It's just kind of
We'll get
rushed.
you a private tour. Private tour. With
Yeah, then it's
Sasha will give you a
trouble.
private
Oh,
tour.
yeah, that's trouble. Yeah.
Then I'll
You
probably
need a cargo plane.
I'll probably need that. Yeah, Pete's already ordered. Pete's already got like I got crate services back to Canada priceless. I was like,
I'll be
okay.
expecting. I'll be expecting some details if there's any. I'm actually put together. If there's any hard to find stuff that might be over in the UK, I'm trying to think. Is there any particular, and maybe even a scale extra car, that's hard to get? It'd be good to keep an eye out for.
There is one car that I'm looking for, the Audi 90 Quattro. That's the only car that I really want. And there is one for sale in England, but I don't know. If I find it at the UK Fest, I'll pick it up
I'm
for
curious if
sure.
they'll have the new stuff out by then, like first quarter.
Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of this electric stuff.
I want
out,
that. The only thing I
right?
really want is that set,
I do want the Formula One
the
set.
Williams set, because they're exclusive cars, and then the Volkswagen as well. I really want
The little bug.
the GTI.
Oh, the GTI,
yeah.
because they're releasing the bug as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be very interesting, but also a lot of people bring their older collections, right? So it'd be interesting to see what we can
they
pick
got.
up there.
True.
Yeah.
I want to see more Formula, open wheel 124 cars. That's definitely would be. I'm very keen on that. And that Formula 2 TTS. I highly recommend you take a look at one of those, Massimo.
Yeah. They look
Just
awesome.
because it's fun, It's they just run well. I just wish we had a second one to run against it. That's the only challenge.
Yeah.
I gotta take a look at those.
Oh, you guys are talking too much 124. Neither stop. I
When
might
you come
switch
here,
gears.
Raul,
Next year I might
you're in
only buy
trouble.
124s. Actually, if I only buy 124s, there's a lot less cars.
There's less to choose from. Yeah.
Right, it's a lot less cars for me. So if I stop 132nd at the end of this year,
Do 124s next.
and I
year.
only pick up
You'll
120
save money, really.
if I only pick up 124 starting next year, maybe
Here's an idea.
that's I'm already running out of space.
Yeah. the
You can
wall's
pick
pretty
out
cool.
your, any BRM 124s you wanted to get.
Yeah,
Before you come down here, then you can just order them from Al and get them sent here, and then you can just put them in your suitcase and go home.
yeah, it's the same thing I do in Spain. Okay, because all the SRCs are being collected in Spain right now. I haven't picked up any of my SRCs. They're all sitting at my uncle's place in Spain.
Spain?
I think there's about 20 or 30 sitting
Oh wow.
there.
We really want an SRC. We don't have any SRC. Actually, your post on Instagram, Massimo, and we commented on it. An SRC were, responding to the message, and we don't have an SRC at all. So we definitely need to get a couple in just to review them. They look really cool. I like the look of them.
Yeah, they're nice. That's the only one I have. Is that one I just put up on Instagram.
I only have one here, the Lancia 2-tip.
Oh,
as
nice.
well.
Yeah.
Great cars to run. But yeah, it's there's so many cool cars out there.
Yeah.
Like when you go to Spain, if you ever go to Spain, if you go to Quick Crack, you just get lost. Like it's just a different world altogether, right? So it's definitely gonna be an experience to go to a slot car festival in UK.
Yeah.
Like it's the birthplace of slot cars. It's gonna be amazing. And
You know
then
the
four
most fun is
YouTubers
gonna
staying
be
in
all
the
you
same
guys.
house. Oh my god.
All you guys in the same place. That's going to be hilarious.
It's gonna be like
I wanna be,
Big Brother,
Big Brother
slot car.
fan.
Yeah, let's see what Nico has to say, because Nico is part of this. SRCs are great runners. Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll
I
do a
think.
little confessional area so we could talk about it.
Confessional.
That's
Yeah, we do that.
what I'm
You do that
hoping.
private camera in the little room.
That Raul guy, man, he's driving me crazy.
Yeah. What a.
Are you going to book out the confession room, Massimo?
Huh?
Are you going to book out the confession room
Yeah,
for
I
the
gotta go.
duration?
He's gonna go every night. He's gonna be like, "Oh please." Oh well, like the finger says, he's gonna have to say prayers for every car he used to buy. Do you remember?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What was he? He was doing Lent or whatever. He gave up slot
Yeah,
cars.
he had gave up slot cars, so he had to pray every time he bought a slot car. He's like, my knees are hurting.
Yeah, no, we actually have to do that confessional.
Yeah, we're gonna do a room where the way you got a camera, and every evening you can go in there and give you a vlog of the
The
day.
vlog of
Like,
the day.
Yeah,
Go there with like a blanket. Like it's day 3. We're on maple syrup.
exactly. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this was a lot of fun. Sasha, thank you so much for being here at the IEMP for
Thanks for
driving
having
us.
us.
Thank you.
Having us.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice to
anytime.
It's fun.
This
Nice
channel
to see
is
you
always
Skype
open.
in.
The door's
Yeah.
always open.
If you guys ever see me online, and you want to jump on, just jump. Just message me.
Will do.
You'll always get
Yeah.
the link. I'm always happy to have people on. But yeah, this was awesome.
Yeah.
We got to do more.
Yeah.
Well, until next time, guys. Everyone in the chat, thank you for being here, and we
Yeah,
will
thanks,
catch you
folks.
guys later.
Yeah.